All right, everybody. What's up? I hope you're doing well today. So today we're going to be opening up a box of foundations. Let's go, baby. So I think I'm going to make my camera much bigger for this particular instance. But I definitely want to just kind of dive in. I did want to show you before we kind of get into this box opening. This is probably one of the more budgety options that you can get into right now for Magic the Gathering product. I highly recommend this. If you are new to Magic, I would buy 2 of these. And I would be very satisfied. Perhaps even buy 3 and be very satisfied. You are going to get some amazing quality of cards in here. You're going to get high power level cards. You're going to get a lot of staples that have been reprinted and kind of are in the uncommon and common sections. So overall, you will not be sad about, purchasing a couple of these and just having like a lot of, sweet product for your, general use. So that was kind of my little spiel there. Perhaps we can also go over some of kind of the cards that you will find in it too. So Tycho is one of them. This is kind of like one of the more chase cards now because of the Ninja Turtles. So we're going to be definitely hunting some Ninja Turtles today. I'll be honest, I think I've opened like 2 or 3 boxes of Jumpstart Foundations and I've never picked up a Ninja pack. I've never had like a Tycho. So he's eluded me. So I'd love to get one of those. He's kind of gone up in price. It's funny. I kind of see some of my videos here in the images. That's kind of fun. But yeah, he's great. This thing is such a tank. You'd love to play it. You don't feel bad about this guy. It's not like a Yuriko, like where you're just overwhelming your opponents and you like the instant target. This card is much more tanky and more fun. I think. I would say so for your table at least. It is fun. Extremely. Enjoyable. So there's Tycho. There's also, we can just kind of look at like the price list for Jumpstart Foundation, some of the other kind of chase cards we can be looking for today. And we'll do that. So $80 a crack for 24 packs or so, which is pretty sweet. And then let's see our market price here. Looks like your Skycath Cub is kind of like your really good one here. Let me see if I can. It's a little bit slow. It's fine. Sure, it lets me kind of zoom in a little bit. That's okay. Well, anyways, okay, there we go. Now we're getting now we're getting a little bit big. All right. Zoom. It went into alphabetical order for whatever reason. There you go. A little bit better. So the Skycath Cub is kind of your big hit. This is the best chase card in the box. Is a Skycath Cub for $34, and then you have Rev the Tithe Extractor for $27.69. Great black card for rogues. Kodama the West Tree. That's a great landfall card with the counters built into it. Ancient Greenward is a great graveyard synergy kind of card. For landfall, Tycho, there's Tycho. That's kind of the card we're going for. Ophelia is a really cool Death Toucher for black and green colors. Really kind of makes you want to build like a black and green Death Touch deck, to be honest. And maybe that's like what I wanted to really do with like Jawa. Jawa is a really cool Rakdos commander that has Death Touch, but maybe this is kind of a better choice. Ophelia seems really cool. Riona seems really awesome for just ETB creatures. You have this really cool goblin here, General Crete. So we can get an overall sense that there's a lot of value in this set. Even like Velas, Broker of the Blood, and Lotus Cobra. These are just exceptional. Like the Lotus Cobra is just an exceptional card. All of these are really cool. Famulus. Really, you can't be sad about this at all. Like this is just like a great set. So, I guess we'll just get right into the box. So let me kind of just open my screen up here and just kind of fit it like so, and we'll just kind of crack and we'll just kind of enjoy the packs as we flow through some Jumpstart. And I Hope you guys enjoy this kind of little action today. It's a little bit different than what we do, but I'm just kind of trying something new today. So I have my scissors here. We're getting right into it. Let's see. It's proof we're getting into it. All right, and like, let's just roll this out and see how it goes. So really, like, we're kind of like just hunting for the Tycho, really. That's kind of like what we really are like kind of looking for here. So I'm just going to kind of move this in so maybe you guys can see just this a little bit. Nice. All right. See where we are at here. Cool. And this is going to be our first one. It's revolutionary. Opening live. No, they do this like rip and shit, but it's even like cooler. They have a cool angle. They have like the POV. And I did try to set this up. Our first is Encounter. So I'm not really sure. I think for the landfall you can get the Lotus Cobra. For Encounter, I'm not really sure if there's anything too great in this one. Elves is probably pretty good too, but kind of can see here. See how we want to do this. Primeval it's kind of hard to like film yourself, but we will figure it out. I'll probably just show you guys like the first, like, I'll probably look through the pack and just show you the rares, kind of get the rares set up, and maybe some of the and the anime card. And if I see any staples, then I'll put those up too. This one is like a counters matters. So here's these. These were kind of our hits from here. There's the camera. Curion Beast Caller, Moo Woo, and Primeval Bounty. So there's that. On to the next one. So really what we're kind of looking for today, Icky, I don't think I've ever gotten that one before. That's not like Shrufus either. So what is Icky? Icky might be a cool one. Trying to like rack my brain what Icky is. I kind of want to definitely move my chat over here if I do get anybody in. And I'll try to angle my camera. So here's Icky. Icky. So Swampies. Thriving More. Oh, you get a Virus Beetle. Wow, this is crazy. This might be... Oh, this is a Fumulus. Oh, that's so sick, dude. Fumulus is so sick, guys. So there's just an absolute banger there. Okay, I see how the camera is now. Just kind of move it in like that. So there's that. Get the Fumulus here. Oh, yeah. Fumulus. Endless Cockroaches, too. Wow, you get like a pretty decent amount of cool cards in here. Go for the Throat. A Wriggling Grub. Eaten Alive, that's a card in the card there too. Dude, this is a really banger. Ooh, Wriggling Glove. When this dies, create 2/1/1 black and green worm creature tokens. That's not the worst. Create 2. Oh, I love that. Torment of Scarabs. It's an interesting card. All right, so this is a complete banger of a pack. You get the Wriggling Grub. You get an Eaten Alive. You get a Fumulus Infestation. Fumulus Infestation just loves things to be sacrificed. You get a a token out of that, so that's really cool. Go for the throat. Nice single target removal spell. Endless cockroaches, just like for endless like sacrifice. When endless cockroaches dies, return to its owner's hand. So there's that. And devouring swarm. What is the devouring swarm doing? That's not so great, but these are really sick, man. This was a cool pack. Icky was great. Yeah, that was a cool one. Get these over here. All right, so we're on to the next one. We are looking for Tycho today, so I'll probably open up most of the ones here, especially the notable ones. But that Icky was great. Soaring. I don't think there's too much in this one. Probably skip that one. Probably do a little skippage if we kind of know if it's probably not too great. But there could always be like decent uncommons. Like there's definitely, yeah, there's something in here for everybody. But wow, that Icky one is really cool. Okay, they're a little hard to open. Got it. Oh, this is a 5-colored one? That's kind of crazy. I don't know if I've ever seen this one. Chaos. Chows. Alright, let's see what's in Chaos. Averna the Chaos Bloom. So this is a teamer. As you cascade, you may put a land card from among the exiled cards onto the battlefield tapped. That's pretty sweet. Averna. Chromatic Lantern, not bad. Shardless Outlander. Ash Baron, Fiery Fall. Druid of the Anima. This is such a whacked out color combination. It's like 5 colors. Bloodbraid Elf. Okay, it's like a cascading card. Enlisted Worm. Fusion Elemental. Violent Outburst is like a staple A card. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet stuff. So I'll kind of show you some of the cards that kind of stuck out. Here's this from Outburst. Let's get some Cascade here. See if I can kind of... There, much better. So there's that. Beautiful. What's up, everybody? We are opening up some foundations tonight, and probably one of my favorite budget sets. This thing you can get on $80 on TCG Player right now, and it's an absolutely smoking deal. Let me see if I can actually... I did have some scissors. These packs are not the easiest to grapple with. And I'm trying a new thing, and it's kind of a lot. A lot to try to do all this at once, but it's kind of fun. I'll just have to do it like this. Alright, and the next one is Burning. I don't think I've really gotten this one before. Burning, huh? Man, this was an interesting one because I even got Funulous. That was kind of incredible on Icky. That was a really sick pack. Oh, this is Riona. Oh, shit. I can't even do this. It's like so hard to do this. But there's Riona. So there's that. There you go. So let me look through these and I'll kind of see if there's any others in this one that stand out. Firebrand Archers, alright. Jazz Farnado, Play with Fire. Okay, so Riona, I'm gonna let you guys kind of check that one out and kind of read it together. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create X tokens that are copies of another target creature you control, where X is 1 plus the number of instant and sorcery spells you cast this turn. They gain haste. Exile them at the beginning of the next end step. Yeah, I can see why this is like an $8, $9 card. The card is gas. I mean, yeah, you just want to, it's really nasty, those overlords. Tanook is a really cool card if you like, because of the warp. You can get some early, early plays. Lots of good enter the battlefield triggers, and this could be pretty decent probably for that card as well. Yeah, I'd assume that this would be really good in that too. So there's that. Riona, wow. So we are hunting for Tycho, my ninja friend. I've actually never pulled a Tycho before. But Landfall is also very good. So if we can get a hold of a Landfall pack, we'll be very excited. Because at the very least, you're guaranteed an Ancient Grain Warden or a Lotus Cobra. So here's Explorers. Don't really know if there's too much in here. So if you can get a vibe for it too, you can kind of get a vibe. Let me know what you kind of like about this set if you've ever checked it out before. But Explorers doesn't seem to be the greatest. You get an Explorer. So there's that. Adventurous Impulse. It's not the worst. Ooh, you get a Tyler's Provisioner? Dang, homie. All right, so there's that. We got a Tyler's Provisioner out of this one. So there's that. And then an Explorer. So that's a good hit. Tyler's Provisioner is whacked out. Incredible value for this. You can get this for like $80 on a TCG player right now. It's like easy money. If you're new to this game, you should just buy a bunch of these. Yeah, the collector packs are kind of brutal, but this is kind of like the bargain bin. Stalwart. Oh my god, guys. So in Stalwart, we have a chance to get the pup, which is a really good 1/1 counters card. So we're hoping for get to the pup. We'd love that. It's not always guaranteed, but let's see. It's not. It's an angel and Micaeus. Erdon is cool though, so I'll show that guy off. But we did not get the pup. We'll have another chance. It might wrap around. This particular pack, as I remember, is not the hardest pack to pick up, so you can get duplicates of Stalwart. But these are the ones we got for Stalwart. I am definitely never going to figure out this camera. It's like impossible. I'll just go like this. Legion of the Light is an angel. Looks pretty interesting. 6 mana angel is pretty crazy, but I assume that for this particular instance, for angels, it's probably mostly decent, right? Has Mentor. Micaeus is interesting. Micaeus is like a 1/1 counters creature. It enters with X 1/1 counters on it, and then you put a 1/1 counter on Micaeus by tapping it. You can remove counters from Micaeus and put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, he's not that bad, is he? Not at all. But Erdon is like one of my favorites. It's over here. It's over there. Yeah, Erdon is super cool just because this thing can give a creature that has 2 +1/1 counters on a double strike before combat, which is really nice. Really cool card. So Stalwart was juiced. Stalwart was a juiced pack. All right, guys, let's keep hoping for more interesting packs because we already got a Riona. We already got a Famulus, so we're kind of doing well. And this is bloody, so you're going to get Avora in this one, which is amazing. She's like one of my favorite cards. So here's this. See, we got Markov Blade Master. There's a Vora there. And Markov Enforcer. Those were our kind of rare hits there. Markov Blade Master is interesting. Double strike. Whenever Markov Blade Master deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on it. Alright. Markov Enforcer. Man, these are just loaded. Lots of vampires. Whenever Markov Enforcer or another vampire you control enters, Markov Enforcer fights up to one target creature an opponent controls. That's a 6x. Whenever a creature dealt damage by Markov Enforcer this turn dies, create a blood token. I kind of want to make a vampire deck now. And with the Vora, maybe the Vora could be the conduit for that. All right, we're on to the next one, guys. Giddy App? I don't know if I've ever gotten this. This is the unicorn. This is like the sickest box of Jumpstart. There's so much variety and all. They seem to be all like the really cool ones. So there's Giddy App there. So if I go over there, it goes to your right. And if I go over here, it seems to be the best right there. Gotcha. So here's our rare here. Right about there. I'll figure out streaming one day. I'll be like a freaking pro, dude. There it is. Third Mare of Destiny. Third Mare of Destiny is a flying lifelink. Whenever you cast a Pegasus, unicorn, or horse creature spell, copy it. That's crazy. Other Pegasi, unicorns, and horses you control get 1/1. So sick. So there's that. Third. That's our mythic. We got a Celestial Unicorn, Steadfast Unicorn. That's a cool 1-drop. Tenacity, Bright Mare, bunch of unicorns. How cool. Lots of unicorns and horses in this one. They're just backed with them. Don't know if any of these other ones are any good. But that is a super cool one. Celestial Unicorn. Celestial Unicorn's kind of juiced. Cool. Beautiful. All right, this one's modified, so I do believe this is Kodama. So that is really cool. And let's kind of check this out. It is Kodama, guys. And check this guy out right here. Focus. If I go up a little bit. There you go. Beautiful. Okay, now how do I come up here a little bit? This will be just me figuring out how this looks. How to figure this out. Right there, right? How to work for me. Okay, so it's probably going to be best right around there. Can you guys see that one? There we go. Kodama of the West Tree. This is a 3-costed legendary creature, Spirit Reach. Modified creatures you control have trample. Equipment ores you control and counters are modifications. Whenever a modified creature you control deals combat damage to a player, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tapped, and shuffle. So a massive hit for us, guys, for the Kodama. Just so easy to have like things with counters on it. They just come with counters on them. Most of these creatures that go in these decks, and they're usually good in combat, so you typically easily battle in and get more land drops. It's pretty simple. So far so good. I have a good feeling. I feel like we're gonna get like the cub. I feel like we're definitely going to be getting into some juice here. Giddy App again. That's kind of crazy, guys. So there's Giddy App. So this is just going to be the same pack. There's not really too much variation, I think, with this one. I think you're just going to get the mythic unicorn. And sure enough, let's see here. Yep, it's third once again. So it's the same exact pack. Beautiful. All right, let's keep rolling. Bloody once again. So there might be some variation with this one. So let's kind of check it out here. So you get the Falconwrath Marauders on this one. Lots of variety for the rares. And this one has to do with putting counters on it after dealing combat damage. Kind of not the best rate, honestly, for... I mean, you could assume it's, I guess, like a 4/4 flyer when it comes in for 5, so not the best one. I mean, Avora is like the shizzle. So there's Avora. In Avora, an insatiable Heiress enters, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, create a blood. Really strong. And so it will do one when it comes in, and then as it continues to connect, it makes more blood. Each time you discard a card, you put a +1/+1 counter on this. It gets really strong. It's a really cool card. All right, we're kind of moving here. I'm feeling it now. I'm ready, guys. I'm ready. Dinosaurs. Dino DNA. There's the dinosaurs. It's a Galta. Oh my god. Galta. Look at that. It's a 12/12. It's reduced by the amount of power you have on the board. It's pretty cool. Saurian Symbiote. That's our commons. Sometimes you get some other like kind of cool dudes. Colossal Dreadmaw. It's pretty sweet. Giant Growth, Commune, Thrashing Bronodon. It's so funny to go through these, like it's so unintuitive on a camera. But that was fun. That's how I'm gonna do it. That's a Galta, guys. All right. This is cool. This is fun. Soaring. I think we will pop this one just for funsies. Okay, here we go. Mu Yanling, the Sky Dancer. Starlight Snare. Sinette, the Jelly Drover. She can get some tokens, right? Aerial Guide. So, Mu Yanling, what's she all about? Until your next turn, up to one target creature gets -2/0 and loses flying. Okay, and then create a 4/4 blue elemental bird creature token with flying, and then -8. You get an emblem with islands you control, have draw a card. That's pretty sweet. That's really sweet. Some sort of proliferate deck. Loves that. So much value. The value. Vampires. This is not bloody though. This is, I think, mono black vampires. Probably just better like this, right? So difficult to film yourself. Sangromancer. I just want to film the card. Right there. Might delete video. This is the thumbnail. Ooh, Sangromancer. Whenever a creature an opponent control dies, you may gain 3 life. Whenever an opponent discards a card, you may gain 3 life. Wow. Dang, man, that's a lot of life gain. So much life gain, guys. Just an incredible amount of life gain. The Sangromancer is cool. I like the Sangromancer. Huh. Interesting. And then we have some of these others. Cool. Would be cool if I had like an overhead camera. It's just like I've tried to do that with OBS and I just completely kind of failed at it. It was kind of a difficult like process to kind of like link up the the action. Wind Reader Sphinx. Whenever a creature with flying attacks, you may draw a card. That's so expensive though. Starlight Snare. Incinnet again. So Saurian's not the hottest, I don't think. I don't think it's the greatest. Alright, we kind of have like about probably 10 packs left. We really kind of want to get into Landfall. It's probably like the better pack. Obviously Ninja would be incredible to kind of get Tycho. Be like a great moment for us here. This one is called Surprise. Little merfolk guy. And let's see what we can get here for Surprise. Oh, Thrix. Probably not the very... Oh, Voracious Greatshark is pretty cool. Definitely helps like a counter matters creature. Delightful Discovery. Interesting. And the Brineborn Cutthroat. So you do get a fair amount of like uncommons in this too. So it's kind of fun. Capture Sphere. Alright, we're rolling. Zealots. I think you can get Frontline Heroism in this one too. I think that's where you can get Frontline Heroism. This one is an ep, but where's our rare? Let's see. Huh. Does this one come with a rare? That's really weird, guys. Oh, there it is. It was in the back. Sandstorm Crasher. There's the Sandstorm Crasher. So that was our rare there. You can exert this one. Create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of another target creature you control. Very cool. Very cool. Kind of reminds me of the Rionin that we pulled earlier. It's all about exerting. It's a pretty cool card. Alright, we're moving, we're moving. Come on, Landfall, you duplicated some other ones. Let's get a couple of those in the close. Clerics. So this is a Veto. There he is. So Veto is that 3 costly cleric, and whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. For 5, creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. It's pretty sweet. So yeah, gain life, they lose life. It's pretty much that simple. Sweet card. What's up, Vaughn? What up, bro? I'm trying like a new pack opening thing. I'm kind of figuring it out. I'm kind of figuring it out. But it appears I can read the card while opening the pack. Hey, it's Icky. Icky is cool. Vaughn, you're going to love this one. This is the Flumulus pack. We already picked up a Flumulus, so if you want to trade for one, I have 2 now. 2 extras. Flumulus. Come on, Flumulus. My goodness, some of these are like... There we go. There we go. Okay, here we go. There's Icky. Icky. And there's Flumulus here. Flumulus Infestation, Flying Death Touch. Whenever a player sacrifices a non-token creature, create a 1/1 black insect creature token with flying. Whenever an insect, leech, slug, or worm you control attacks, the defending player loses 1 life, and you gain a life. Fantastic. Yeah, that's just crazy value. You get endless cockroaches in this pack too. That's crazy. You get this thing. I didn't even notice this thing before. It's nuts. Wriggling Grub. When Wriggling Grub dies, create 2 1/1 black and green worm creature tokens. Hell yeah. We get 2 of those guys. That's disgusting, isn't it? Eaten Alive. Just this pre-con pack is completely juice, guys, with staples. This is where you want to be in life. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature, pay 3. So you just sacrifice one of your creatures to exile a creature or planeswalker. It's crazy. Fantastic card. And then they have some of these other ones in here. Go for the Throat. You got to go for the Throat in this pack too, which is really nice. So that's cool. And what else? Some other things here. Nothing too much that didn't catch my eye. Nantuko is cool art. Subtle Strike. Tormented Scarabs. Okay, you enchant someone with that. Just a single player. Kind of a really big bully card, to be honest. Just drain them. So I hate that about black. It's like inevitable that you just kind of die from it. It's brutal. Brutal stuff. And then a Virus Beetle. Oof. Gross. Did you? Lucky man. Well, we're hoping for the landfall pack. That's really what we're kind of came here. Well, and Tycho, obviously, but we did pull some interesting. There's another Veto. So we're just like, Veto is just on us today. There was a lot of duplication in this box. Oh wait, it's not Veto. It's a Tabarax? Oh, that's really weird. I thought you just always got Veto. Oh, I suppose you could get like a Dark Confidant too, maybe in Clerics too. I think he's a Cleric. Maybe he's a Wizard. So there's Tabarax there. So Tabarax is a 3-mana flyer. Tabarax Hope's Demise has lifelink as long as it has 5 or more 1/1 counters on it. And then whenever another non-token creature you control dies, put a 1/1 counter on Tabarax. If that creature was a cleric, you may draw a card. If you do, you lose 1 life. So just like a really incredible amount of gasoline for your Orzhov decks. So that's pretty cool. And it grows, so that's nice. All right, we're coming up on, I think, like 3. Now, I just want to let you guys know this is like $80 on TCG Player. So on the marketplace, you can get these like dirt cheap, and it's really fun. And you can get like some really sweet pulls. So highly recommend, you don't have to spend $1 million to build your decks up. Yay, we got a Rev. Let's go, guys. You love to see it. You love to see it, guys. Especially when we're like, 3 packs left. Oh, baby. So here's that. This is the near duels, and this is the pack you want to get. This has the second most expensive chase card in it, which is our girl here, the hottie, the Revster. So let me bring this in a little better. Just kind of figuring that out. There you go. So Rev the Tithe Extractor. Let's see if I can get this just a little better for you guys. No, it's the lighting. Well, it is what it is. Rev the Tithe Extractor. Whenever you attack, target creature you control gains death touch until end of turn. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. Then look at the top card of that player's library and exile it face down. You may cast that card for as long as it remains exiled. So you want to spread your damage out for this one, and each time you connect in combat damage for a single opponent, you can get a treasure. So you can get up to like 3 treasures if you connect with all your opponents and exile a card from each of their libraries. So it's really strong card. And it's a rogue. So amazing. What else do you get in that pack? Anything cool? Serpent Assassin, Audacious Thief. You might get what's his name in there? Well, you get a Morbid Opportunist. But there's one that basically I was thinking of is that you got to look through the uncommons of these, because you can get like a Plunderer like in one of these as well. So, all right, friends, we're coming up on the last 2. I mean, if we're getting the duplication, I wouldn't mind hitting another Rev. Like, that would be really sick. I would love that. Just a really high value, good card to trade around. Inventive. Is that Padim? Or maybe one of those other cool ones that I was kind of maybe looking for. We'll read it together. So here's this. Inventive. Oh, you get a Sigh. Okay, Sigh is just like, it's like whatever. Gilded Scutterer. Yeah, this one doesn't seem like too. Blink of an eye, I've been seeing like a lot of people playing this in Brawl. It's like, why are they playing this card? Are they just bots? Return target and online permanent to its owner hand. A spell was kick, draw card. It's like an Into the Royal. Guess so. Yeah. It only took me like, the whole video to figure out how to do this on the camera. You should go back to see what it looks like. It was crazy. I was struggling. Okay, come on, last pack magic, guys. Where's the Tychos at? They're unpullable. They are literally unpullable. I think I've gone through 4. It's Stalwart. Okay, so we get another chance at the pup at least. So we struck out on the Cub. We hit gold with Famulus today. Just absolutely mega bomb. But we're looking for that packwork pup, the Puppuccino here. Bossier's Lieutenant. It's disgusting. Bossier's Lieutenant's actually probably OP. I remember when I started Magic, it was just completely a bomb. It was hard. Vigilance protection from multicolored. It's pretty good. When Bossier's Lieutenant enters, you put a counter on target creature you control. Whenever Bossier's Lieutenant or another creature you control dies, if it had a 1/1 counter, you create a 2/2 White Knight creature token. Yeah, that's kind of a nasty thing for counters. Definitely will replenish your stuff. Well, that was kind of it, guys. That was the extent of the live. So I'm probably going to go back and clean this up now. But let me see if I can kind of sift through this and kind of get through some of the highlights here. And at least we can do something like that. But overall, I highly recommend this product. Ooh, a Seed of the Synod. Let's go, baby. You got to check your lands in this one, too, because there's some sweet artifact lands. So hold on. Hold up. There's Rev. Yeah, you might even have like a Vault of Whispers amongst these too. Priest of Gix is pretty sick. So many cool cards, really. Clerics. There's Fumulus. That was amazing. All these Fumulus cards are super cool. Kind of warming up to Endless Cockroaches. Kind of seem like, I kind of see like the value. Just because you just want like more repeatability, right? Especially with like an altar. It's really not that bad, right? Get like some sort of, it definitely gets your combos going. You know, those are important. Wriggling Grub, this is kind of like my cool little discovery for this one. I just like the fact that it creates 2 bodies when it dies. That just sounds better than one. It just sounds much better than one. So, kind of love that. Go for the Throat's kind of cool to just put to the side. Good for like your single target removal decks. I like that. There's Veto. Ooh, we get a Priest. I didn't even notice that. Jesus. Hell yeah. There she is. Priest of the Forgotten Gods. Beautiful. Good product. Really good, guys. Just remember, there's some people in Wizards that really know what's up. They really make these really sweet bargain builds. Really cool. The Cartouche of Zeal. Friendly fact, a cartouche is like basically a place to store treasures. In case you are wondering. Oh, Spectral Sailor's pretty gas. Some cool cards in here. Soaring. Starlight Snare. Alright, let's put these to the side. So, in my scientific approach, the +1/+1 counter matters dog is really hard to pull from Stalwart. I've had some really difficulty finding that out of the Stalwart pack. I've opened up a few now, and I have never gotten it. So go figure. I did pull a Galta, so that's cool. Galta's just sick, man. Super affordable too. Very, very friendly on the wallet. Okay, we got a few Avoras here to add to my Avora collection. Probably will do a vampire deck for Halloween. I think that would be very appropriate. I've seen a lot of creators do like a Halloween inspired video for, what do you think, Vaughn? I think we can do a mono red vampire deck. Maybe. I mean, there seems to be a good amount of vampires that are red. I think it might be an adventure to do Rakdos. I might have to start from scratch, but it is what it is. Maybe that's what we do. Ooh, Golden Epicure. I'd love to see it. I'm still figuring this camera out. Literally just like keep it over the microphone. Hey, there we go. The microphone is a good little... Yeah, I'll put all of these vampires to the side and kind of take a look at them and maybe do like a Rakdos deck for Halloween. That would be kind of fun. A cool little vampire deck for you guys. I got a lot of the unicorn tonight. So, a lot of this guy today. Third. I pulled 2 of those thirds today. So there's that. Oh, there's Kodama. Nice. There's Kodama. Yeah, we're doing good. Almost through the whole pile here. I always thought the Rochi Merch Keeper was pretty cool. There's another third. ×2. Duplicates all your horses, unicorns and stuff. Yeah, let's do some vamps. Yes, Kodama's a good hit for sure. Yeah, I mean, I got so many of these vampires. It was like a very vampire heavy deck opening. That's kind of fun too. They kind of get you into a tribe too, which is nice. Vampires are pretty cool. Yeah, Stalwart was kind of interesting. I got the Micaeus here. Guess it's not the worst. Kind of want to put that one to the side. I did get pick up another Erdon too. Light of the Legion just has Mentor. It's just like a big flyer. So there's that. Got another Provisioner. So there's that. That card is whacked out. Primeval Bounty. I've seen that card kind of pop before. It is an interesting one, isn't it? It is really interesting card. Primeval Bounty. It's just kind of a lot of value. Ooh, check this one out. Rionia, the Fire Dancer. This one like has a lot of text on it, so it's kind of just like a little bit more niche maybe, but it is really interesting. It says, at the beginning of combat on your turn, create X tokens that are copies of another target creature you control, where X is 1+, so you already get 1, plus the number of instants and sorcery you've cast this turn. They gain haste, so this thing just wins the game, like with a sweet, like I was thinking of like the Overlord of the Bilgeburger. That card is just crazy. Every time I see it, like it always wins games on Brawl, like in a 1v1 format. That red Overlord is really good, like, and if you can just make a bunch of those, like you're just doing like 4 to someone's creatures or face, and then you get to slam in again with it. That's like GG. That has to be like a GG, right? If you're just like kind of dedicating your deck to some instants or sorceries and some ETB creatures. I don't know. It just seems like just a pretty straightforward and like fun thing to try. Anything else in that pack? Violent Outburst, Bloodbraid Elf, and a Verna and a Chromatic Lantern. We also picked that up too. I think this is one of our first packs that we picked up. So there's these. So Violent Outburst. Check this one out. Cascade. When you cast a spell, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card that costs less. And so, did anyone know the combo for this one? It's in Modern before they banned it. I think it was for the Crashing Footfalls. Is that what it is? It's basically like a suspend card, right, that doesn't cost mana at all. So you just like find it and fish it out and just put like 2 4/4 elephants on the battlefield for like 3 mana. So people were just abusing that, like with the Bloodbraid Elf and Violent Outbursts, and they're just like just dominating, right? It's really good with the suspend cards. Violent Outburst, Bloodbraid Elf, and Averna is pretty cool. So this is the commander they give you for that one. Averna. As you cascade, you may put a land card from among the exiled cards onto the battlefield tapped. Just like basically free mana as you cascade. It's pretty sweet. I don't know how many cascade cards there are, but there might be a lot. I think that's it, guys. Oh, I'm almost there. Maybe we'll still pick up a Vault of Whispers here somewhere. Kind of want to keep these to the side. They're pretty gas. Get those going here. Cool pile. Yeah, Kodama was our best one, I think. And I think we're just about there. More Famulous, sweet. Yeah, those were amazing. Amazing hits there. All right. We got a Quarian Beast Caller too. That's pretty cool. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah. Another Evora. More vampires. All right, man. All right, super friends. I'm gonna be done. But thanks so much for joining me today and checking these cool jump starts out. I like doing this as a live because it's just kind of a fun thing to do, and we can save like the other, constructed content for more serious matters. But it's fun here because we just put it on the live. And we get to experiment and try new things. But I think I did kind of figure out, I did kind of like just holding that up so I could just read it and then kind of go one card at a time. That was probably like the best, probably the smoothest for us. That's kind of what I would like to do. And I'll probably open up another box of Jumpstart Foundations here soon, guys. Probably like by next month. I mean, it's only like $80, so I can probably get a few of them. And I really enjoy it. We can keep our Ninja Turtle hunt going. Also, Sir Xenarchon. I have to mention, Vaughn, you will be getting a hold of these Xenarchons too. So, be sending those to you and Jared. You guys have been the bomb. Thanks for hyping the channel up. I appreciate you guys. So, whenever we trade next, or whatever happens, Vaughn, you'll be getting the Xenarchons. So, hell yeah, brother. Yeah, that's it, guys. Cheers. Bye-bye.